it going, everyone? Welcome to City Skylines, Al Khahid. Middle Eastern city, uh, pretty much based off of Dubai. That's pretty obvious right now. And um, the main inspiration for this is obviously going to be Dubai. I'm going to get some other aspects from some other cities, but not all that much. The main focus is going to be Dubai. Um, all right, let's talk about the project a little bit before we move on. Why Dubai? Well, why Al Khahid in general? Um, well, to be honest, first of all, it's pretty unique. Like nobody has ever done this on this scale with this population, this level of detail, and that amount of let's just say hours and work put into it. And like there was this guy, Exai. I can't think of how the name is pronounced, but there's this guy which I actually got really excited for. He started making uh, an Arab style themed city, which was gonna be Dubai 1-to-1 scale, and that got me really excited. He started with like a park, a very green park. It was full of greenery and like a lake in the middle and the foliage and everything. And then he's just disappeared. He made like 1 or 2 episodes, I think, and then he just disappeared. Um, and that's pretty much it with the like Middle Eastern story for City Skylines in general. I'm here to bring that up first of all, and second of all, like Dubai is one of my favorite cities because of like its infrastructure, uh, the uh, the utilities that it has, the beauty of all the architectural like wonders in the city, the level of the amount of like uh, artificial islands that it has. We're gonna get those as well, and also like the airport is just a really good looking one and a pretty big one, pretty busy. Has like everything like a good big international airport has. Um, and that's pretty much what I want to replicate in this one. It's not gonna be 1-to-1 scale. Like under no circumstances am I gonna get like to a point where I'm gonna build something that's exactly like the original. Whether that's like an airport, a building, a plaza, a park, and everything. We're gonna get everything, you know, made on our own, but while at the same time following the exact path of, Dubai and the inspiration that it gives us. All right, so what am I doing here? Enough with the procedural talk. Let's just get right into what I'm doing here. First of all, I'm not even worrying about exit lanes right now. Here you can see me laying down some grass, making this like the basic interchange that you would find this equivalent one in Dubai, right around the Dubai metro area. Well, the downtown Dubai metro area. Um, and obviously that large road to the bottom is, the equivalent of Sheikh Zayed Road, which is the biggest road in Dubai. It has like 8 lanes and 9 at some parts. Um, Here I'm not even worrying about the like smooth turning lanes and everything. Here I just want to get the let's just say I want to get all the connections right first of all because this is a 5-way interchange, and I want this to be a complete interchange. So a complete interchange pretty much means that every lane is served, and you don't have to drive somewhere far from the interchange so you can join one of its segments without It sounds really confusing when I describe it, but most of you will probably know as well right now that what a complete interchange is. It's pretty much like every single direction is served. And all right, there we go. Now I've got everything laid down, and then here we start with the node controller mod. Notice that let's just keep in mind that this whole interchange and everything I do in the first like 5 to 7 episodes are bound to change. Uh, yeah, we're just it's bad. That piece of footage was actually recorded way long ago, and I didn't even know about the what's it called, the network multi-tool back then, and every like piece of road was laid down manually. Right now, you would find me only placing down roads with using the network multi-tool. Only 3 out of 10 roads would be placed manually. But anyway, I'll come back to this interchange at like a later episode, and then we're gonna fix a lot of things. We're gonna start making those loops, which actually look awful right now, but we're gonna make them look pretty good, pretty good, whatever. And something else that I forgot to mention. Recently I just found those like really cool roads. These roads are by Grey Flame. They're pretty good. They look really good. They're insane, but they're American, which means that the left lane is yellow, and the left line over there, the at the edge of the road, is yellow, and then the one on the right is white, which is pretty much what happens in America. But like I found those freeways. I don't even remember by who, but I just found these and okay. Let me just get straight into it. Like the problem with Gray Flames highways are is the fact that they don't exceed 6 lanes. The biggest highway I could find was 6 lanes. Right now I just got like some. All right, these highways that I found, like the new ones, not non Gray Flames. I can't remember the name of the guy that made them, but like the non Gray Flame non Gray Flames highways are just apart from being a little bit more like the lines, the yellow lines, the dashed lines over there are a little bit like longer and even more spaced out. Which is pretty much what you would find in Dubai. They're kind of more like spaced out. Apart from that, I could find like 8 lanes, 9 lanes, and even 10 lanes of roads uh, for a single highway segment, and that's gonna help very much because of the population that we're gonna achieve. Because this city is probably gonna have like a lot of residents. I'm not gonna say it's gonna have more than 1 million because City Skylines doesn't work that way. It doesn't really have like a realistic population, even though there are mods for that. There are mods for anything pretty much, and I'm still finding new mods to work around with. But yeah, that's what's that's about the roads. What else? Um, right now I've just pre-recorded I think 6 episodes probably. Yeah, I'm on the 6th episode right now. We're gonna start by laying the foundations with the roads and everything, and then we're gonna continue with some other, let's just say, projects. I call them, but what I'm really doing is just placing down some buildings and then moving on, decorating them with tiles, trees, and lamps. Oh, by the way, another thing. Now that I mentioned lamps, like I really want this to look good. That's why I have like those visual mods that made such a good, like outcome on the on the screen right now. You can see it looks pretty good. Like the light is pretty it's pretty realistic. You've got like the shadows are pretty strong. I can work around with that, but I like them at that point. And another thing that I'm not actually tackling here, we're gonna add them in the second episode, uh, is the lights, like the light posts, the highway lights, and everything. Um, Basically, what's happening is I really want the city to look good both at night and a day and at night. And that's I've been building for about 3 years now. All everything off screen, off of YouTube, um, off from YouTube, and I wanted my cities to look good at night, especially at night, because I don't know. I just really like the realism that it added. And now that we have like tons of lights in the workshop, on the workshop, I'm gonna use a lot of them just to get a lot of. Let's just see. Let's just. I want to capture the vibe of Dubai pretty much. Like I'm really eager to capturing the vibe of Dubai, especially at night. And that's because Dubai is a pretty good city to look at night. It looks insane. It looks beautiful. You cannot even imagine how good it looks. For example, like the Address Boulevard is about 320 meters tall right now, and it's one of the most beautiful towers I've ever seen in my entire life at night. Like the way the lines of it just light up, they look really good. Okay, so moving on from that, let's just talk about the ambitions for this project. First of all, I want to include for first for starters, like a great amount of realism. I want things to make sense. That's why I'm gonna get a lot of help from a lot of people, uh, for that live in Dubai or just have been there or can share some knowledge for me. Uh, and of course, you guys in the comments you just you're gonna help me a lot with this one if you want to, of course. Um, the Also, I want to include two parts of Skyline. The one is gonna be in Al Khahid downtown, and then we're gonna make an equivalent place of Dubai Marina. All right, here before I go on, you just saw right there that little turning loop. I just realized that I couldn't connect the big road with the one to the left where the building is gonna be placed at the end of the episode. Uh, I'll talk about that in a live play when I get to it. Anyway, moving on. We're gonna make, uh, as I was saying, the first skyline is gonna be right around the big road, which I'm actually looking for a name for. Believe it or not, I have no idea about Arabic names. Al Khahid was just a fictional name that I thought sounded cool and you know fits to a really rapidly expanding city and in a very big urban area, like right outside of, right on the edge of the sea and the desert. But the second skyline is gonna be like about 5 kilometers away from the downtown, and it's gonna be, you guessed it, the marina. We're gonna make uh, an equivalent place of, let's just say, a marina, and it's the place right next to not Burj Al Arab. It's a little bit southern than that. It's right next to Palm Jumeirah in Dubai. Most people will know what that is. It's actually the huge palm-shaped artificial island that was built in 2004, I think. It was it started getting built in 2001 and it was completed in 2004, I think. I'm not even sure about it. I'm just guessing at this point. But the thing is that this place is way too big for a project like that to appear in City Skylines. The map is only 9 by 9. Dubai is anywhere from 20 to 30 kilometers in length, across the coastline. So I'm not sure, and I cannot promise that we're gonna build anything like a palm or Palm Jebel Ali, Palm Jumeirah, or even Palm Deir, which is the biggest one. Um, but we're gonna have like a lot of artificial islands, that's for sure. And the marine, of course, which is gonna look insane. It's gonna look pretty cool, and I'm really excited for that. That's gonna appear in a lot of episodes from now, though, so we're gonna have to be patient for it. Another thing that I want to talk about is the airport. Now, I'm a flight simmer. I've flown in real life. Uh, all my life is pretty much about airplanes. I want to become a pilot when I, get to this point. That's in the future, and my relationship with planes is pretty much like very close. So I know a lot of things about airports. I grew up like right next to one when I grew up at the summers, but it still counts. Here in Greece, I'm Greek, by the way. I forgot to mention that. Let me just let that sink in. I'm Greek, and I grew up like at summers. I would go to Kefalonia. It's right, just a little bit southern from Corfu, which is a pretty well-known destination, especially for Europeans. Uh, and I grew up right next to the airport of Kefalonia, and I would see every plane. I would get in the airport every single day because my father worked there as a pilot in the local fire extinguishing planes, firefighting planes, fire extinguishing, the firefighting planes, and what actually happened was I got really into this whole let's just say I got really excited with airplanes. I got into the airport. I saw how things work, the equipment that is required for the airport to operate in a normal rate, and the stairs, the pushback trucks, the pushback tugs, the baggage carriers, and everything, the service roads, all the garages that are needed, and like especially the way planes fly in this in this game is just gonna kill the immersion, but I don't care about it. We're just gonna make like the most realistic airport we can. I'm not really worried about the airport. Like even though I know like most City Skylines players would hate building an airport, just like Press, which makes amazing builds. He just hates airports. Um, the airport is my favorite part of a build. Uh, but here you can see me, by the way, getting familiar with the intersection marking tool. It was like the third or fourth time that I was actually using it, and this is where I, get familiar with it. I could just cut this, but you know what? I want you to follow me through this whole process of, building uh, this whole thing. It was really tedious at first. Like, I didn't know what I was doing. There we go. Now I just figured out how to add rules to it. And there we go. I just added like this new lane here, and we're good. That's actually pretty good. There we go. Alright. So, what else? We're gonna include the metro line. It's gonna have at least one line, and then I might add the second line, just like in Dubai, because of the vastness of the city. If we're gonna reach such a level that like one line is not gonna be enough, then we're gonna add the second line and maybe the monorail. But you might say the monorail is only for Palm Jumeirah and the outskirts, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see about that. The population and the size of the city is gonna tell us what's gonna go down. All right, here you can see me connecting these lanes over here. That's the that's the right part of the interchange, the one that leads to let's just say the north from all the ends. Uh, about this interchange, I've got I don't have a lot of things to say. The only thing I could say is that it needs some polishing, some fixing, and everything. We'll get to it in a later episode, or we can just dedicate a whole episode to refurbishing the whole the whole interchange. We might get an episode just based off of that. All right. Now about the buildings. We're gonna have. I'm pretty sure. I'm confident to say that we're gonna have like a big hospital, because I've seen in Dubai there's a huge hospital. It's probably like 50 stories high. I don't even know how big it is, but it's just fast. It's really really big. It's really really tall, and I would love to get like a hospital of this size to the city. Al Khahid is actually gonna feature something else. We're gonna have like this huge cruising terminal for cruise ships, and then we're gonna have the big container ship port alongside with the oil tankering port, or if that's the name of it. I'm confident about the airport. I'm gonna get things wrong at the ports for sure. There's no way I'm gonna get everything right. My relationship with ships is not the same with airplanes, but so you just bear with me over this one. And for any help you might want to grant me, I'm gonna be all ears for you guys, especially people from the Emirates. And I really hope that people from the Emirates, just watch this video, and especially from Dubai, they can just, appreciate the work I do for them. I just really want to capture the whole, you know, vibe of Dubai, the whole like image of the city. For example, I just subscribe it. I'm having really, really big trouble pronouncing that word. I just subscribed to those like Amar flags on the workshop, and the boulevard lights, the ones that look like a crane. These look pretty good. They don't illuminate that good, but um, you know, we're not gonna care about that. The thing is that I've got a lot of like United Arab Emirates flags, lots of banners, and what else? Oh yeah, the highway. Like I'm gonna talk about this one on the live play. Bear with me on that one. Um, Apart from that, this part is actually gonna change, by the way, later in the episode or in the next episode. I can't remember, but like at this moment that we're talking, as we speak, this thing over here is not the same. It's not as you're seeing over here. I just can't remember when I did this, because this is like recorded. This was recorded probably in. Hmm, I would say early September or late August, somewhere around there. I can't remember exactly when it happened. Oh, sorry about that. The microphone just died. Um, but yeah. Anyway, moving on. We're we're gonna include an equivalent of the Dubai Mall. It's not gonna be as big. It's not gonna be as luxurious and everything. It's not gonna have like as many road connections, because it's gonna be, the roads surrounding the downtown are gonna be totally different from what you can see in Dubai. But disregarding that, we're gonna build the mall, the huge mall in Dubai. I'm gonna include a little surprise building that's actually in Athens right now, where I live. Um, and I can, it's like a 20 minute ride with a car from where I live right now, and I can just get some pictures and show you what it looks in real life. But that's gonna be a surprise one for when we build a mall. Uh, and apart from the mall, we're gonna have two big towers. I'm gonna show them on the live play. Uh, Now, considering that this project is actually really heavy on my computer right now, I'm not promising that this is gonna last forever. I don't know. I even got some other plans for another project that I'm not gonna talk about yet. It's just the first episode of this project, let alone another project. But I'll see what I can do about the other one. It's gonna be a totally different project. Nobody has ever done this before, as well, just like this one. But like seriously, this one is actually never done by anyone. I got inspired by some small dioramas that I saw on the internet. And by the way, I love dioramas. Small little, uh, you know, uh, reanimations of, real life just on a piece of wood and everything. And I especially watch those resin things where you just pour liquid resin, and then it gets so, like to a stereo. Not a stereo. It gets to a solid part, and then you can just. Anyway, I'm talking about something irrelevant right now. I just really love dioramas. That's the moral of the story. Back to Skylines now. I got inspired by this diorama to actually start a new project that is going to be based off of something really different, really grungy. Is not going to be as futuristic, as well, maintained as well uh, as this one over here. And yeah, we'll see what we can do about this, because like the asset collection that I have for it is really limited. The amount of assets for such a city is really really low. It's really small. We've got like only a dozen of assets dedicated for this country. but I'll see what I can do. I'll just mix some techniques that I have for grungy places, and we'll see what we can do. Anything, I'm not can't focus today. Anyway, that's all for the other project. All right, now moving on to this to the end of the video. We're approaching the live play right now. It's gonna pop in about 2 to 3 minutes. Wrapping up, I want to thank this guy. I can't remember his name. Lumino. It's Lumino that made those beautiful assets on the workshop. And I'd like to get to know a lot of people from the City Skylines community that know about you know, Arabic style cities or have been to the UAE. Here you can see me plopping down some grass, some trees, and everything. The base road, the road that's replicating Sheikh Zayed's road, should be sunken. I know. I'm sorry about that. We'll get this to work at some point. We're completely refurbished this whole interchange, but it's a five-way interchange, and that was the first time that I actually made something more than that had more than 4 lanes for roads, 4 directions in general. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today's episode. It was just I'm sorry about that. It was just plopping down roads and segments and everything, tackling with the height differences, plopping down some grass and some tufts and some palm trees, which look amazing. I want to thank Padelmo for that. Padelmo. I'm pretty sure he's called Padelmo, and he makes some amazing assets on the workshop. And Mr. Mation, don't leave him out of it. This whole project is gonna be full of palm trees. You're gonna get bored of seeing those. But anyway, that's all from me right now. I'll see you in the live play in a little bit. Thanks. And well, we'll just make sure that I inform you guys about things on the live play as well, because I haven't actually done any like rehearsals or just wrote anything down. Here's like the only 2 buildings that I'm gonna add, just for the effect of it. That's pretty much what I did. There we go, filling the last patches of grass for for the interchange. There we go. We're gonna stop here, and I'll see you on the live play. Alright, we just joined the live play, and this is pretty much what we've built so far, and that's pretty much it for episode 1. That's a complete interchange, by the way, and That means it services pretty much every single entry or exit. For example, you got this road right here, this direction, and then it goes splits up. If you want to go there, you can turn right. If you're going to go to the left, you can just exit the ramp using these tunnels over here, one for either direction, and so on for all the other lanes. You're going to notice in the video that at this point where I was building this little turning lane over here, which connects these two, or somewhere around there, I can't remember. I forgot to connect this road with this one. Like, getting another like loop over here was not an option because I already had one over here. So the only solution I could think of at the time was to just make a huge bridge around it and then connect it with this one. But lucky for us, we have like this fifth highway connecting with the whole like cluster, and I thought, you know what, like if we want to connect this with this, alright, this direction over here with this one, we can just use it, make it a 2-lane road, and then like pop one ramp that goes and joins the fifth highway, and then people that want to get from here to here, they can just get through the 5th highway over here by making this little right turn, sorry, that right turn over here, and then joining this road, and then, you know, and like another good part is that you can make a U-turn using this one. You can just take the loop and then turn left over here on this lane, and then join the the opposite road, the opposite direction. I don't even know what else I should say about it. That's pretty much it. Like, by the way, everything that you're seeing right here is bound to change in the next episodes. Okay. And a little something to keep you interested. We're gonna start building this. It's not gonna be good. Okay? Like, that was recorded like a long time ago. Right now I'm just getting into like an old save, pretty much. That save is called Khahid episode 1. And looking back at it right now, it's really bad. Like, I didn't even use the network multi-tool back then. That was recorded in September, like early September or late August, I think. Not really sure. But the point is that this thing is not good. It has flaws. It doesn't even have the lights on. Like, if I turn this to nighttime, you're not going to be able to see anything. You are, because my contrast is really bad, but the contrast that I'm going to have at night is this one, and that's how it's supposed to be. But I'm turning it down to 4, so I just don't have really strong shadows, so I can play around with them on my own. That's pretty much it. Like, a little something before I go. I'm gonna let you guys know what the tallest building is gonna be. What the 2 tallest buildings are gonna be. The one is gonna be the Euro Marine Tower. It's a fictional one. It doesn't exist in real life, but it just captures the financial district of Dubai vibe pretty much so much. Like, it looks insane. It's 535 meters tall. Pure masterpiece. I love it. Oh, and it actually has like this little plaza over here. It's not even a plaza, it's just the base of the building. I wouldn't call it a plaza. And then we're gonna have the tallest building, the super tower. Come on, there we go. The super tower, which is made by Quad, and it's 600 615 meters tall. It's a beautiful building. Oh, never mind. I just copied it. I thought of making it like a twin building, two separate twin buildings, but that would just be off. It's pretty much there to, let's just say, replace, if just to stay at the place of Burj Khalifa, which is the tallest building in the world and in Dubai. But it's gonna stand somewhere around here. Like in the downtown area, there's gonna be like a ring road over here. That's gonna have that's gonna include all those residences, those like resorts, and the old town resorts that are like pretty good looking in real life. Like Dubai is pretty well known for this. We'll just get rid of it for now. But yeah, that's pretty much it. The interchange is looking fairly good. We're gonna come back to it and fix some other things, fix some lanes, get the lights on, and I actually found like a Middle Eastern light, which is this one. Let's just try to look for it. I'm gonna type highway light. I can't remember how I found it. There we go. That's it. That's the one, and you would find this in Yemen. That's what it says, like on the label. I think it's called Yemen Light. No, but on the Steam Workshop, it's called Yemen Light, and that means consequently that you're gonna find it in Yemen. But like looking at pictures, it looks exactly the same with the one that's in Dubai, so I'm gonna use that one. Well, that's pretty much all for today. Stick around to find out in the next episode where we start placing the first buildings and place the metro station. It's gonna be pretty nice. I'm really excited with this project, and I just can't wait for it to go places that I could never even imagine. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.